Hey, what's going on? It's your boy RL from NEXT. For the best interviews, local and international, check out my girl Remi right now, right here. Remi TV. It's butter, baby. Peace.
What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your girl Claudia Jordan. Oh wait, correction. Rhode Island's Claudia Jordan asking you to support a fellow Rhode Islander and check out Remi TV. That's right, Remi TV. Make sure you check it out, support it, tell your friends. Make sure to get on Twitter, hop on your Instagrams and your Facebook, and share.
Hey, you guys, you're to hearing. I had an amazing time. Shout out to Remi TV.
Yo, man, it's your boy Fatboy SSC, man. You watching Remi TV where positivity lives, man. You already know that.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm here at Ibiza, and it's another episode of Remi TV. Today's segment is called Sit Down with Remi, Drinking Remi. And I'm here with three lovely ladies. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Kiona. I actually working at a banking headquarters, so I handle money, different transfers for mutual funds. I also hustle on the side. I do a little makeup, as you can see. And yeah, I'm just ready for this talk.
Nice. What's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Kiona_10_W, so KIONA 10_W.
Dope. Yeah, our next guest. What's poppin', everybody? I'm K Watts, female rap artist, out here with my ladies, repping my strong females, repping my studs. I live for hip hop. I do this for the culture. And my Instagram, official K Watts, official KAYWATTZ. Let's get it.
Hi, I'm Magic. I work for an oil company, basically doing upsells and assisting the customers with anything they need. I'm also a mother of two little ones, and my Instagram is PickPerfect01.
Dope. So, ladies, we're here to have some girl talk. Don't be alarmed. Okay, so the first subject that I want to talk to you guys about was relationships. You know, what's a deal breaker in a relationship for you guys? Who wants to go first? What's a deal breaker?
For me, it would be someone who's not motivated. Like, I feel like, especially when you're in your late 20s to early 30s, you don't have to be all together, but you need to have, like, some goals, some plans, some, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like someone who's just comfortable to where they're at. I like someone that is aspiring for more.
Right. I agree. Can you say that a lack of financial could, break a relationship?
Honestly, I don't think so, because I mean, we all struggle. We all go through our ups and downs. So it depends, like, what are you going to do when you're down? Right. You know what I mean? So if I meet someone and at that moment they're down, but if they have a plan, if they're working on something to get back up, then that's okay. Right. But if you're just, taking the hit and just keep going downhill, then no.
Right.
I feel like if they're still got that hunger, if they're still motivated, then you wouldn't mind being with them because you know they're going to be somewhere higher in life by the end of it. You know what I'm saying? So I totally get what you're saying.
Right. What you think? Like, just to go with that, like, as long as they working towards something and keep it honest. Like, let me know exactly where you at in life. Don't tell me you this and you here and there. Don't play games with me. I feel like, don't waste my time. You know what I mean? Let me know what it is. Right. I feel like, if a person is not doing anything with themselves and they're not trying to elevate themselves to be better and greater, then I feel like that, that could mess up a relationship. Because let's just say, it don't matter if, like, let's just say I'm making more than a person that I'm with. To me, that doesn't matter. But as long as, like I said, as long as they're they are working or they want to go back to school or they want to me, it's all good. It doesn't matter,
Oh, speak on like your, let's say you are making more.
Yeah.
If that ends up, if the guy is too insecure about where he is in life and, and he's there and you're making more and you're providing more and he's seeing that and he just like always makes it a problem, I feel like that's another deal breaker too. Like, come on, don't be insecure. If I'm winning, we winning. Like, we're good, So, yeah, I think that's another deal breaker too. So.
Right. So speaking of insecurity, let's just say, like you work for an oil company. Let's just say the oil company is full of men. And, let's just say your significant other is very jealous. How do you handle an insecure man? Could that be a deal breaker as well?
I mean, in a situation like that, like if I was to be working in a male-dominated environment, obviously you're gonna have some, you're gonna be having some questions or some type of feeling towards it. But that's up to me to make my man feel comfortable.
Right.
You know what I mean? If my man is constantly questioning me and feeling insecure, then I'm doing something wrong. So you know what I mean? So.
You guys think?
I just feel like in general they gotta be trust. If you don't got trust, what you got? You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of females were, like you said, very strong, and there's gonna be times where the females are making a lot of money right now, and you gotta be secure in your position and secure in who you are if the relationship's really gonna work. So.
I agree. What do you guys think of when you're first dating someone? What do you think of sex on a first date?
Well then.
What do you think?
I haven't done it, but I'm not judging anyone who's done it either. I mean, it is what it is. I've heard people who they fall in love on date 1 and date 2, and that's okay. If you feel that chemistry and if that vibe, and you feel like you want to do it, go for it. It is what it is. But I mean, I don't know.
What about you?
I was gonna say, like she said, them vibes. Sometimes them vibes be crazy. So I've done it. I mean, sex on the first night, but sometimes the vibes are crazy. Sometimes you never know what it'll lead to. It might be a crazy bond, but I mean, most of the time, try to wait, try to be patient, but you never know what you'll run into. Some be crazy sometimes, So
Okay, so you had, sex on the first date. Did the relationship last after that? How long did it last?
Couple months. Come on. That's why I said in most cases I would want to wait. You know what I mean? If I really want something real, but I've definitely had some fun times. I will say that. So yeah,
What do you think?
Honestly, everybody has their own pace. Everybody has their own feeling towards it. And if you get that vibe and you feel like it's mutual between two people, I mean, if you're grown, I would say, do what you want, because you're grown at the end of the day. For them young kids out there, wait. But, it comes down to respect, having that mutual kind of feeling. And if the vibe's right, then go ahead. But if you want to wait, I suggest waiting, because patience is a virtue. It's sweeter when you wait for it. So, hey.
I agree. Do you feel like what's too quick to get into a full-blown relationship? Like, how long should you date someone before you say, okay, let's do it, just me and you?
He means you make it official?
Yeah. How long do you wait how long do you wait until you make it official to be in a relationship? Like, should you date for a week before you say, okay, you're my man or you're my girl? Or should you? What do you think?
I don't know. I feel like that's something you can't really put a time on it. You know what I mean? You just gotta feel each other out, and you see where each other's at. I don't know, because maybe when I was in my younger 20s, if I dated you for a week and you wanted to make it official, I'd have ran away the other way. What are you doing? So it all depends on where you're at in your life, and you just gotta feel out the vibes, basically.
Okay, I agree with that. What do you think?
I definitely agree. Like you can't put a time on it. I mean, sometimes it could be a week, sometimes it could be a month till you make it exclusive with somebody, but it's just all about your timing with them, how you feel about it, So
Yeah, I think it's all about timing as well. I also feel like people don't show their true colors till months later, years later, and next thing you know, you could be in a abusive relationship and they're bringing you down mentally, emotionally, because at the beginning that person was treating you so good, flowers, hugging on you, loving on you, and then all of a sudden it's okay, he's calling you a bitch, or he's doing whatever he's doing. That switch up is crazy, So I think it's important to get to know someone in a relationship. And that's why it's called dating for a reason. And I think people get mixed up with dating and just relations. I think that they get it mixed up. Dating is getting to know someone. Hey, what's your long-term goals, your short-term goals? Do you love God? Do you ask these questions when you're dating someone, or do you just say, damn, he's fine, or damn, she's fine, she got a fat ass? And then you get caught up in something you don't want to be in 5 months later. Because think about it, the girl with the fat ass that you was looking at, or the dude that was sexy is now calling you bitch, or homegirl is texting her ex or whatever. you know.
I just feel like social media made that worse.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
social media
mean?
definitely made it
Like
worse.
everything's like instant gratification. Like that's why it's so hard to wait and keep things simple and really date. Like you said, a lot of like the questions you ask, those get skipped nowadays. It's just like fast forward into what what can we do next. So a lot of that's it's messed up. It's backwards now, or it's too fast. So it's crazy.
And what do you think about social media now, where these women, it's nothing. Everybody's showing everything. You know what I'm saying? How I wonder, and I would love to have a man on the next segment about this, because how do you say, okay, she's a good one between she's a hoe?
And men like to put us in categories, whether they say it or not. They off rip, they could tell like, okay, this is marriage material. This is whatever material. This is like a hit it and quit it. So it's just like social media has a lot to play in that as well, and like what we like to show. But the thing is that I like to think that there's two sides to the coin, because beforehand, if you're going back, in history, we're always forced to cover up. We always had our place. There's not a lot that we would put forth as women. And now people are being very body conscious. They love their bodies. They're coming forward and saying, like, hey, I love my curves. Hey, I used to get, teased for this. I now love it, So there's one thing with being proud of your body and loving your body and showing that. But then there's like a very, very thin line where it starts to get a little too like, okay, like, should you be showing that? Or, is that too much? Like, there's not just grown people on social media. There's little kids. And they're seeing that too. So I don't know. There's like two sides of the coin. So it's just like a very thin line in between.
Right. I just thought about something. Can kids be a deal breaker in a relationship? Like, how many kids can a person have before you say, listen, I'm not dealing with this? Or how many baby mothers can you say, I'm not dealing with this? Because, I'm pretty sure all of us went through a situation where arguing with somebody's baby's mother or going through an issue. When is enough enough? When do you tell these men to say, hey, listen, strap it up? Why are you having so many kids for no reason? You just out here acting out.
I think honestly, I have two of my own. When I ended things with my kid's father, I said I didn't want to date anyone that didn't have kids. And the reason for that was because I felt like someone who had kids will be able to know how it feels, to be a parent already. Right. They would know how they would want, someone to treat their kids, and I feel like they'll have more compassion, more understanding to my situation. But in all reality, like, my boyfriend doesn't have any kids, and now it actually worked out better, to be honest with you. Well, at least in my situation, I don't have like baby daddy drama like that. So I mean, the whole baby mama drama ended years ago. So, but I feel like in some situations, kids can definitely be a deal breaker when when there's no communication between those two parents, and there's another parent involved in trying to get the kids together. That can be someone, especially someone who doesn't have kids, that wouldn't want to be involved with that. And honestly, I wouldn't blame them. Right. So it's just before my advice, if you don't have any children and you want to date someone who does have kids, make sure you know their situation and not by what they're telling you. Pay attention. If you're trying to date a man and he has children, does he pick up his kids? Does he buy his kids things? You know what I mean? Pay attention, because a lot of us women, we just be like, oh yeah, he had his kids the other days. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, he told me he had his kids. Like, no, pay attention, because you might be the baby mama next, and then your situation, things might change then. And for men as well, pay attention to that woman. Is she taking care of her kids? Is she out in the clubs every weekend? Where are her kids when she's out? Right. You know what I mean? Pay attention, like, to those little details before you want to date someone that does have kids.
That's right. You gotta watch who you lay down with these days. Yeah. It's very important. I think, like I said, people get caught up in the vibes, like how we talked about earlier, and they get themselves caught up. And I feel like people don't think that 1 second while they're in the moment and they're not slipping on a condom, I mean, you're messing up your life. Same thing with women. You got to watch who you lay down with. You can't just lay down with these men, with just any man. And if he has kids, like you said, in a prior relationship, you have to ask yourself, hey, is he picking up his kids? Does he take care of his kids? What's going on, So, what about you guys? You guys have any input about that?
I would just say, if you are going to date somebody with kids, you just make sure that you gotta be extremely understanding. You know what I mean? It's not just them. You're dating them and their kids to a point. You know what I mean? You gotta respect a lot of things that come with it. So if you were choosing to go in that angle, just know that comes with it. You know what I mean? So that's what I say.
Yeah, I agree. You just gotta ask all the right questions and be understanding, because you can't just think of everything from a single person's kind of view scope, or if whatever you want to call it, like, oh, okay, like I have mad time to do this, like why don't you have the time to come over here and cuddle me or whatever. You're like, no, he has obligations, you got to understand that. And that, like I said, ask the right questions, like how is your relationship with your baby mother? Are you guys like cordial, like, because the last thing you want to do is get mixed up in their drama, and that's what you don't want. So but yeah, just ask all the right questions and be understanding.
I agree. What do you guys think about venting about your relationship on Facebook? I see a lot of people doing it. A lot of people are doing it. It's not cool. I see a lot of women. I'm single now, and they say whatever they say about their significant other. Then five minutes later, no, sir. Listen, we're back. That's not cool. I mean, I don't want to put everything what's been said on Facebook. There's been some nasty things I've seen people say about their significant other on Facebook. We all been in relationships. We all have relationship problems. How do you give advice to these women about, hey, listen, you gotta chill. You're doing too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Honestly, I feel like whatever problems you have in your relationship should be kept between both of you. Because when you get into that big blow up and that big argument, if that's the one that's going to end it. And if you know damn well that that's not the one that's going to end it, do not go posting a status about it. Because tomorrow, guess what? You're going to be looking stupid. There's going to be people like us, because I judge when I see those statuses. And I'm like, what? Didn't she just, be honest with yourself. And even like with family also, like I have a thing, like I learned that from past experiences. Family does not need to know what happens between your relationship. Your friends don't need to know every little detail, because guess what? They judge. And then then things start happening between your family and your partner, and then they start saying, oh, I thought this person did that, and why you so, keep that between yourself. Unless it ends, keep it between each other. Communicate between each other. You don't want to talk for 2-3 days? Fine, don't talk for 2-3 days. But don't tell the world about your business, because we judge. That's right. We do.
And, I had fell victim to that once upon a time where, I don't vent on Facebook, but I do have friends that if I haven't been in a situation before and I don't know how to handle it, I would go to my friend and say, hey, listen, I never been in this situation. This feels crazy to me. What can I do about it? But also, too, you have to figure out, is this person trustworthy? Because once they get around your significant other, they're looking at him like, yeah. So, and you don't want your friends to look like that. But also, you want friends that's not going to judge either. Because, like I said, we all go through relationship problems, and it's wrong, but we all do it. I had friends that go through their stuff with their significant other, and I'm like, depending on what it is. So yeah, it's not cool, it's not right, and like I said, you have to find that person you can trust, right? What do you
That's
think?
why it's a good thing to have a good team of girls who got your back, who are there for you, who want the best for you. And at the same time, not going to be out here acting crazy. Like, if you see somebody in the club and he's like, isn't that your dude that did that to you? Okay, no, it's on. Like, no, we don't need to have any of that. It's just like, if I go to you in confidence, help me out with my situation, or I just want advice, yeah, that's fine, that's cool. But as far as going on social media, like, you don't know who's going to read what, who might slide in your DMs after the fact from seeing that. Like, I just feel like, if whatever the conflict is between, like, you should keep that between those people, and try to figure out the solution. It may be hard sometimes, but get advice off of social media. I just feel like it should be kept off. Yeah.
I agree. So now, ladies, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have some shots, some strawberries, and we're going to get ready for the next segment, because it's going to get juicy in here.
Okay.
So we'll be right back.
To the facts from seeing that, like, I just feel like, if whatever the conflict is between, like, you should keep that between those people, and try to figure out the solution. It may be hard sometimes, but get advice off of social media. I just feel like it should be kept off. Yeah.
I agree. So now, ladies, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have some shots, some strawberries, and we're going to get ready for the next segment because it's going to get juicy in here. Okay. So we'll be right back.
A few moments later.
If only we could do that. I'm like, can I borrow those for the weekend? I'll bring them back. Let me bring them shit back Monday. So, bitch, what's my ass at? Bring my ass back. We switching and swapping. Yo, let me borrow that stomach for a minute.
That's something you gotta bring up.
I mean, you can bring it up if you want to. You want the mic? We all have his own time. They have some. I'm waiting for it to kick in so she can. Let me see that mic. Talk about it.
Come on, commentator.
We live, so whenever you're
All right. You guys ready? What's up, what's up, what's up? We back for part 2. So, our next topic is going to be about sex. Look at their faces, yo. Zoom in on their faces, cameraman. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to ask you guys was, what do you think about threesomes in relationships? Who wants to go?
Like in an active relationship?
Active relationship.
I don't like to share. No, I don't like to share. I'm sorry. No? Like, my man, nah, I'm good. That's all me.
What about you?
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't like this shit either. I tried it one time and I was like, I was good on my part, but she got mad. I'm like, oh, this is your idea. Like, hold on.
Wait, what? Wait, so you tried it?
Yeah.
And it didn't go well, but why didn't it go well?
Because, like, for instance, like, when it's 3 people, it's like, when it's 2 people, it's like, it's the bonds between you two or whatever, so it's like, 3 people, you never know how the vibes might go. I might kick it off more with that person. It's like, hold up, but we got the active relationship, so it can get complicated real quick, and I'm not really with that. Like you said, I don't like to share, so,
Right.
But for that instance, me, I was cooling, but they wasn't who I was with, so it could get deep. And it could have easily been me who caught feelings. You never know. I mean, it just happened that time that they caught feelings, but
Right.
you never know how it's gonna go.
So, you know, as you said earlier, you know, you're representing for the what? What are you representing for?
Rep for the studs, for the
Okay,
studs.
you're representing for the studs. So what's the myths about, you know, those type of relationships, like in the bedroom? What do you think? Because from what I hear, people are saying scissors. so tell me what it's like. Tell me what it's like.
Let me stop playing.
I mean, that's what they say. Listen, I want to know. I want to know.
Real, like, let's see, like,
Yeah, here you go.
let's see, like,
I'm listening.
yo, so, I heard a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but, like, what I've been through, like, I don't know, from studs in general, there's a lot of studs who, like, say they like to use straps a lot, stuff like that. Me, personally, I don't that much, because, like, I don't really need all that. Like, I'm a stud that, I use what I am as a female, like, that's how I do it, like, you know what I mean? So, like, yeah, this is a thing, sometimes we be strapped thing, but sometimes, I mean, there's a lot of different things that go on, man. Like, it's a whole different connection, it's a whole different bond, so it get deep, but it's not just the scissors. It get deep, it's deep, it's
Wait,
deep.
so does a scissor thing happen?
Sometimes, but I would say that's like, you ever play like a video game that's like an entry level? That's like entry level. That's like, I mean, that's rookie mode. But there's so many different levels to it. You know what I mean? So, you know, it get deep. We get, look, it's just,
All right,
this part one
got
of Juicy.
another question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so as a stud, do you
Mm-hmm.
like to get touched? Or, because I heard some stuff
Yeah.
that, you know, don't touch my boobs or don't touch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard someone like more like givers or receivers. Is that
Right.
true?
Nah, definitely. That's what I heard too. Like, they don't want to be touched. They don't want to, like, they want to do all the, that's what I've heard, but that's where I'm different on that part. You know what I mean? Like, I love all that. I love to give. I mean, I love to get. I mean, I'm with it all. You know what I mean? So, but I've heard that they don't like to be touched, but
Right.
I love to be
I'm
touched.
thinking,
Like,
how do you get yourself off if you're
definitely. I wanted that too about them. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I be having questions too about my peoples. I mean, I love my peoples, but you can't sit here and tell me you don't like to get stuff done to you. Come on, man. Like, we're not gonna play that game. So it's like, but it get deep. Like, I mean, everybody got their preference. You know what I mean? Just because we studs doesn't mean each stud don't have their own. You know what I mean? We might feel a different way about different stuff. You feel me? But I have heard that, you know what I mean? Studs don't like to be touched, or they rather do everything, or they feel like that takes away from them being a stud if they let you. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand what you're feeling, but now with me, I like all that. I'm with it. Right. I mean, so.
And I know we'll put it,
you know,
you on blast right now.
Nah, I'm with it. Let's get it.
What do you think about pregnant studs?
Pregnant stud.
That whole deal.
That's funny.
We don't like dick.
That's funny.
They knocked up.
Yeah, like, no bull. Like, I find it interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even my mom, I was talking to her about this earlier. She's like, you know, 'cause I know she wants grandkids. Like, don't play with me, mom. I know you want some grandkids. So, there's ways to do it. I don't want to carry. You know what I mean? So, if I got a girlfriend, I would want her to carry or whatever. But I just don't. That's not, as a stud, that's not something I would want to do, carry. I don't think, like, I don't know, for my image as a stud, it doesn't work for me. I'm not saying that I'm not against it. I'm saying it's salute. I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing if I see it either way, because that's just steps of progress for my people in general, but it's just not something I would want to do personally. But salute to you, know what I mean?
Like, uncomfortable, like, let's just say, you would be the one that wants to carry. Would you take one for the team and if a guy would say, I'll do it, what's up? Like,
oh, man! Oh! Swerve. No, I'm just playing. That's why I said, me personally, I couldn't do it. It's crazy too, because like, as a stud, like, I feel like there's like some type of feeling as if like we feel some type of way towards men or something. I love my men. I mean, they've always just been like brothers to me, though. You feel me? Like, that's just how I've seen them. So, but I got mad love for them. So if that was to happen, I mean, it's like I said, touche, power on to my people. But it's just not something I would do. Something, I'm for. But
Would you guys date a bisexual person in a relationship?
Like I said, I have. Most of the time with me, most of them say they've been straight for the most part, and I'm like an exception. So it's been different. And then I've dated girls who only said they dated girls. But in my experience, girls who be with girls, they're mad freaky, like mad fast. I'm like, hold on, like, so I don't really try to be about all that real quick, but there's a lot that goes into it, So.
Right. I personally couldn't do it because I'll be wondering if my man's running around.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's why I say it gets. Yeah.
And then I feel like it's like double trouble because it's like, who you texting? You texting who? Yeah.
Right.
Who's
Exactly.
Right. Who's that? That's why I said it gets deep. It gets deep. I can't even. That's why I said I can't even.
That's crazy. I couldn't do it. What about you? Did you do it?
No, it's like how you were saying, because now it's like, oh, I'm going out for drinks with my boys. Now it's like, hold on, like, what boy says, my girl, wait, what girl, it's like, nah, I don't want to have to worry about two different genders, I'm good with just worrying about one for now.
So one is enough drama.
One is enough drama, exactly.
Yeah. I want to talk to you guys about orgasms now, okay? So, how do you tell your partner that you didn't have one? And do you think it's going to be offensive to them? So, here you go. Let's hear it.
Not every time a woman has sex, she has to orgasm. Not every time. Like, obviously, like, the most basic way that women orgasm is by her stimulating herself, like the clitoris, whether it's with penetration or without. All right. But you can also orgasm with penetration. But there's sometimes the sex is great, you had a good ass time, and you just don't orgasm. And I don't think that's your partner's fault. I don't think there's anything wrong with you. It's just not all the time it happens, and that's perfectly normal. And that's the problem, is that when we don't educate ourselves sexually, we think that if the woman didn't orgasm, it wasn't good for her. Right. And then, you know what I mean? Like, no, like, man, don't feel bad because this one time she didn't orgasm. Now, if it's multiple times, then you guys gotta talk, But it's okay. Once in a while, she must have enjoyed it, and if she didn't, she didn't. That's okay. You don't know what happened previously. Maybe maybe she masturbated prior to that. Or maybe the night before you guys went at it all night. So guess what? In the morning sex, she didn't orgasm. That's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What if it's to the point where it's really bad? And
you mean like bad sex?
And overall, bad sex, no orgasms. How can you have that talk with your partner without making them feel like, hey, my ego?
Yeah. I mean, I know some people say sex is not everything in a relationship, but honestly, sex is a big part of a relationship. And if you don't have that sexual chemistry, it's gonna ruin that relationship. I don't care what anybody says. Like, it's gonna ruin it. Sex is a major part of a relationship, and you need to have communication. Like, you know, men can't read our minds. Like, if you want him to touch you here, you know, move his hands slowly there. Tell him. Like, it's okay to tell him what to do. Because maybe he might feel some type of way at the moment when you give him directions, but when he sees your reaction to that, trust me, next time, he's gonna do it and you're not gonna have to tell him what to do. You know what I mean? It's okay to guide your partner. That's all right. But I mean, if it gets to the point that it's not there, then it's something deeper than sex. Then you just don't have that chemistry between your partner. Because sex is emotional, you know what I mean? You gotta have like that chemistry with that person. And if like every time sex is whack between you and that person, there's something deeper there.
What about backdoor action?
You had to do it. Well then.
Backdoor action?
I mean, I'm fine with front door action. Listen, I'm old school when it comes down to that. I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm very old school. I know, like, a lot of guys and even women say that sometimes it feels even better, and, you know, kudos to them. But listen, I'm satisfied enough as it is. No need to look for alternate. Listen, I don't know what video it is, and I'm not watching it.
Don't watch the video. It's horrible. I didn't watch the video, but I'm hearing.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Well, the backdoor action, I don't know.
Not for me.
It's not for me. Have you ever get backdoor action with the strap on?
I have.
Oh, tell us about that.
I said bend it over, and I was playing. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, you know.
Well, how was it?
It was lovely for me. I don't know. I was like, she looked like she enjoyed herself.
Okay, all right. So no shit came out of there. You know, that's what I want to ask. Listen,
Was that in the video?
there was shit in the video. Shit went down, literally. You know what I'm saying?
What happened in the video? That's what I heard something about.
Yeah, I heard something about. So that's fearful for me.
I'd have to get on the tread or something.
Yeah, that's
I
fearful.
heard it feels like that, like beginning to and supposedly you gotta keep going. But I think you gotta like be safe about it too. I don't think like just like a raw, like nothing on it, it's gonna go right. I'm sorry, that's not gonna go right in there. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta. They sell products for a reason.
Right.
So before anyone tries it, at least educate yourself on how to do it.
That's embarrassing.
That's like another level. Yeah,
That's some whole other level. And then what do you do? The move's done. How do you talk to a person the next day after that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't even talk. I wouldn't even like hit up that person unless they give me up. If that happens to me, that's it. No communication.
Right. What about sex on a red light?
I'll wait. Yes, I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah.
No red light.
Yeah, no red light for me. I'm all set with the red. It's too messy. I don't got time for that. But at the end of it, it's gonna look like somebody died in there, a murder scene. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna clean all that shit up? Is there anything you guys wanna, bring up or talk about?
Yo, what she said, right? Sometimes you gotta teach people, right? How to please you, right? So I was catching up on Mary Jane, right? So her friend, she was dating that baseball player, and she was trying to tell him how to do stuff. He's getting mad. He's like, "Don't tell me what to do." Like, I find that interesting though. Like, how you like? So like, is that something that somebody should get mad about, or should they just listen to you, or should they take offense to it? Like, how should they feel?
I mean, I don't think someone should be offended by it. Because if I'm going at it with my partner and my partner's like, hey, do this, you know what I mean? Like, as long as you're not giving me like 30 directions in one session, you know what I mean? But if you're giving me like little things here and there, and if I like what I'm doing, and then, I see your reaction, then yeah, I'm gonna go for it. That's okay. And vice versa as well. Like, no one, I don't think no one should be offended because you're getting to know your partner, you know what I mean? And that's okay because that's what makes the sex better.
They will get mad at us if we fake it, correct?
Exactly. You don't want to fake it.
You don't want to fake it. Me, have you ever faked it before? Have you ever? And that reaction means yes, and that's an issue. We shouldn't have to do that. If we're able to direct you and tell you what we like and what we don't like, just do it. What are you getting mad for? And then later on you find out, well, listen, I mean, I was trying to tell you, and then 30 years later, listen, I faked it the whole 30 years. I was never happy. The whole time I went to the bathroom and I had to go to Amazing and get my little...
No, it is really, honestly, there's been women who have said stories like that. They've been in a 5-10 year relationship and they haven't orgasm with penetration. Why? Because their partner doesn't know what to do to them. And that's the
Wait, but what about women that don't know their own bodies either?
That's the problem.
So how can a woman get to know her own body so that she can direct him to do the right thing?
You have to explore your own body, and that's okay. And that's another thing. Like, this generation is now learning that it's okay to touch yourself, it's okay to masturbate. But we grew up, at least in my generation, I grew up, it's like, you can't touch yourself there. Don't let nobody do this. Or like, you know what I mean? Like masturbation was like taboo in my generation, at least for me growing up, you know? I never had the sex talk at all. I had to learn about sex basically like a little bit at the beginning in school and like by experiences, you know? But it's okay. It's okay. You need to touch yourself. You need to explore your body because you are the only one who's gonna know what feels good to you. You can't leave your sex life in hands of someone else. So what if that someone else comes along and they never do what needs to be done to get you, you know, to that orgasm? Right. You need to explore your body so you can know. I think men like that, honestly. When a man like sees a woman that knows what she likes and where, you know, she likes it, I think that's the turn on for men. It makes their job easier, at least I'm gonna assume it does, you know? Right.
Is there such thing as too much eggplant? Is it gonna be too big?
I think so. I'm sorry, I think so, because I've heard stories of like, I'm sorry, no. Listen, no, I like to keep mine pretty forever, so yeah, I think too much is too much.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of women that flex, and
Like, oh, I like it. Like, no.
yeah, there's a lot of women that flex. Don't nobody want that.
Yeah.
Don't nobody want that. You want to enjoy yourself, not be in a wheelchair with the handicap thing on your car, and you got a disabled thing and you on the side.
You guys remember the second They Update, the radio show? It's like they would go on a date and it was when I pull back with the radio show. All of them remember that show. I actually heard one of the segments. The woman said the reason why she never pulled back because it was too big.
I mean,
She said she was hurting. She did not even get to enjoy herself.
yeah.
Because of, so yeah, I think it's like such
Yeah. So I want to thank you guys so much for being on my segment. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. You know, I know it's been some juicy. You guys are sweating over there, but we made it through. Say your Instagram one more time.
I go by K Watts on Instagram. That's official K Watts. Official KAYWATTZ. Thank you, Remi, for having me.
Yeah.
Problem.
My Instagram is pic perfect 01. Oh, it's underscore pic perfect 01.
So again, my name is Remi. My Instagram is Rems Wavy. On Instagram, it's REMZWAVEY. I want to give a shout out to my sponsors, Motivation Wear and Ibiza. Thank you for these edible arrangements. Thank you for the Remi. And we'll see you again on the next episode. What's up? It's your girl Remi. You're watching another episode of Remi TV. I'm here at Ibiza. And we got these lovely edible arrangements. Shout out to Motivational Wear. He got me this shirt right here. So if you want to hit him up on Facebook at Rose J's.